Welcome. I'm yoga instructor Kellie Munns from Inner Spirit Healing, Self-Care, and Wellness. I'm honored to be your yoga guide today. Before we begin, a few quick notes about this program. As you follow along, take your time, work at your own pace, listen to your body, and be sure to respond to and care for any needs it may have. You know you and your body best. Allow yourself to modify poses and come out of poses throughout the session as you need based on your own body's needs. If you experience pain or discomfort, beyond being comfortably uncomfortable, ease slowly out of what you're doing and take care of you. Should you need to stretch and move in a way other than how I'm leading, give yourself permission to do so. This is your time in your yoga session. Make the most of it and enjoy yourself. Namaste. Take a nice deep breath. Let your body relax. And just take a few moments, maybe hands on your belly, to just arrive for your practice. Allowing the busyness of the day to just go to the side, the foreground. Another deep breath. Arriving in your body, arriving on your mat. Preparing for your practice. And then opening up your eyes, let your arms relax. And just take a few moments to come to standing. And find your standing pose for today, whatever that is. And just maybe moving a little side to side, forwards, backwards, whatever feels most natural to you. Another deep breath as you find a place where you feel stable and flexible. And you're ready to begin. Little bend in the knees, smile on your face. And let's inhale, arms out to the side, reaching through those fingertips, looking up if you'd like, and then exhaling, bending knees, coming down to whatever degree feels best for you. A little sunrise and a little sunset as we breathe and we move into our yoga. Reaching through those fingertips. And the next time your body comes up, you're going to reach through that right hand, pick up that left heel, and then switch. Reaching up, looking up if you'd like to. And just going gently side to side, opening up your body. And just feeling that. One more time. Still reaching up. Nice deep breath. Bending your knees. We're going to release the arms behind us as we circle them. Bringing arms forward and up. And just reaching back again. And if you want to, forward fold. Take it low. Or wherever it feels best to you. And a few more times. Last time, when we get all the way back, let those arms relax. Pause for a breath. And let it go. And bend in the knees. We're going to bring those arms up. You're going to cross the right arm over the left, coming in for a hug. Squeezing. And this is a real hug, not one of those fake hugs. So bring it in. And if you like, chin can come to chest. You can bend knees. You can slouch in this one. And you can even move around a little bit or a lot. Let the body relax. Open up the neck. Open up the head. Open up those shoulders. Or you can just hang. Breathing into this. And one more breath. As you exhale, we're going to come up, we're going to reach up, arms all the way out, back up to the sides. And deep breath. And let's bring left over right, or the other arm. And a nice deep breath. So snuggle in with your hug. They say you need 3 hugs a day, so now we're working on the second one if you haven't had another one today. And again, if you want chin to chest, arch it down, stretch it out. Knees are bent. That helps to keep your back supple. And just breathing, relaxing into it, noticing how this feels. Deep breath, or as deep as you can breathe. And one more breath as we exhale. We're going to come all the way up, reaching up. This time interlacing the fingers. Feet can stay where they are, or if you like, separate them a little bit or a lot. Deep breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to sway like a palm tree from side to side. So let's go right. And then bring it back up. And then you're going to sway to the left. Make any adjustments as you need to. And just going side to side. Maybe a little further each time or backing off if you need to. And really feeling that stretch. And if you're concentrating and you forgot to breathe, add some breath in there. Next time you come right, we're going to stay there. We're going to hang out here. Arms can stay here. You can release that right arm down, reach up with the left. Deep breath. And then if you'd like, you can look down, you can look forward, you can look up. And if you want to, you can play around with that upper arm. Decide where it needs to be. And I always like to add a little shift to the hips. So I just bring them over to the left a little further, opening up that stretch. And breathe into it. And one more breath. We're going to let it go. You're going to reach through that left hand, and we're going to circle that left hand to the right. Take it down center. Let the body hang for a pause. Breathe, and then we're going to slowly ease it up. Just notice how that feels. And when you're ready, arms come back up. We're going to shift it over to the left this time, reaching up through that right arm. And again, making any adjustments. This is your pose. This is your stretch. Really allow yourself to get into it. Allow it to be yours. You can adjust that upper arm. You can shift those hips. You can even reach through that bottom arm if you want to create some resistance. Still breathing. Noticing how that feels. And reaching through the fingertips of that right hand. We're going to circle left this time, so letting it lower down. Bending, coming center once again, arms hang, or you can place those elbows on your thighs. Deep breath. We're going to slowly press into those feet, rise up. When you get all the way out there, just roll those shoulders and notice how that feels. And then move your feet around. Let yourselves adjust. So taking a deep breath. Let it go. You're going to bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then while you're here, for just a moment, let the head move a little forwards and backwards. And notice how that feels. So we're opening up the body, we're stretching it out, we're working range of motion in all of these little places, all the nooks and crannies. So deep breath. Now we're going to lower the head towards the center of the body, and we're going to let it flow over to that left shoulder. We're just going to hang out here a little bit, stretching out the neck. And again, it can stay stationary, you can move it around. Just opening it up ever so slightly. Nice deep breath. Let it go. This time we're going to bring head back up to center. We're going to roll those shoulders because you'll feel like you need to. And then coming back to that center point. Now let's bring the right ear back over to the right shoulder. Now that we have it a little more open, we're going to bring that right hand up. And if you like, just resting it on the left hand side of the head. Breathing into that. And if you'd like to, coaxing the neck open a little bit, or just letting the fingertips touch, and then reaching through that left hand. Opening up the neck just a little bit more, or backing off, letting your body be your guide, and breathing into it. One more breath. Now we're going to release the left arm. We're going to release the right arm. Head comes back up to center, and we're going to roll the shoulders and move your head in any way you need to. Back to that center point, and when you're ready, left ear to left shoulder. Left arm comes up if you'd like. Bring it to the right side of the head. And then if you want, reach through the fingertips of that right hand. So just a few refinements to open up that space. Again, relaxing into it as you breathe. Maybe eyes open or eyes closed, you decide. One more breath. We're going to release it. Release that right arm, the left arm, head comes back to center. We're going to roll the shoulders because it feels really good. Come back to that center point. Deep breath. Let it go. And then from here, let's bring shoulders up by the ears. And if you've got all kinds of things you're carrying on your shoulders today, let it go. And we're going to do it 2 more times. We're going to bring those shoulders up and let it go. And last time. Back up and let it go. And just notice how good your body feels moving around. So you'll notice we started with the head, we worked the shoulders, we started to work the torso, so now we're going to get down and we're going to work those hips a little bit. We're going to have a little fun with it today. So feet wherever you need them to be. Look down, notice where they are. Hands are going to come to hips, or you can let them hang loose, and we're going to do some figure eights. So we're going to make this a little sassy for this part of it, and maybe smile a little bit. So you're going to take that right hip, you're going to roll it to the right side forward and out to the side and back. And then the left hip's going to want to do the same thing. If you can, let your body flow. I know often we get into these practices and we're very stiff and we don't know what to do with our body. But if you can, really get into it, know that nobody's watching you, not even me, even though I'm right here with you doing this. But right now, what we're doing is we're opening up the hips. We're getting that the spinal fluid moving up the spine, and all of that from standing or sitting or whatever you've been doing today. So one more time to each side, coming back to center. Deep breath. Let the arms relax. Shoulders come back up, and let them go. Good. Notice how you're feeling. So moving down the body, we've got a little bit more we need to open up. We're going to open up those ankles, those feet, those legs. So we're going to pick up the heel of the right foot. So you'll notice to the side here. I'm going to lift my pant leg a little bit so you can see what's happening there. And we're on our toes. And we're just going to make some circles in one direction on the toes. Hands wherever you want them to be. But notice as I do this, my hip is moving too. So we're opening it up. We're also creating some resistance in the feet, and we're opening those up and doing a few of our reflexology points. When you're ready, we're going to go in the opposite direction. Or 2, you can even pause and just shift side to side with this one. So notice how it feels. And one more time around. And then we're going to pause. We're going to smile because you're going to love this one. And then if you'd like, lean into your toes. I'm still on my toes right now. If it's too much, come out. You're in charge of you, and that's okay. So deep breath. Let it go. We're going to come back down onto that foot. Big pause. And just notice how you feel. Now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to pick up the heel of that left foot, and we're just going to start by making circles. And I guarantee that most of you are making very, very fast circles. I didn't talk about this on the other side, but if you can, just one revolution goes super, super slow. See if you can do that. And next time you watch this, maybe you'll try that on the other side. And then go back to your regular pace or a pace that feels good to you. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Notice that one direction feels better than the other. That's just how it is. And that's okay. And one more time around. We're coming back. We're still on our toes. You can either just spread the toes and hang out here, or if you want, little weight on the toes. You'll notice a shift just a tiny bit. Breathing into it. This can also be done supported if you need to put your hand on a wall or on a countertop. And we're going to release the foot. Pause, move it around, and just notice how much more balanced you feel from side to side. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Now we're ready to really get into our yoga. So we're going to separate our feet out to a V stretch. And again, whatever your V stretch looks like today, I want you to peek down and notice which way your toes are facing. That is the way your knees will be moving today. I'm not a huge stickler for all of these crazy alignments. I want you to get the best stretch you possibly can. However, this is one where I want you to exert caution because you want your knees to move in the same direction as your toes. Helps to keep your knees healthy and that whole joint capsule, so keep that in mind. So when you're ready, we're just going to bend the right knee towards the right foot. Hands can hang heavy or to your hips, back up to center, and we're going to flow side to side with this one. And just notice how that feels. We're opening up the hips and opening up anything else you need to open in your body. The next time you come over to the right, we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to breathe, and I want you to reach into that left foot. I know you can't see me doing that, but I'm really pressing some weight into that. Good. Now we're going to come back up to center, and let's go ahead. We're going to go over to the left. We're going to pause, breathe, and then you're going to put some of that weight back into your right foot. And just notice how that feels. Let's bring it back up to center. Nice deep breath. Let it go. Let those arms relax, and you're going to shift your left foot towards me. You're going to take that right foot and you're going to shift it to the right. So now my feet are lined up. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips and we're going to work into a little warrior two yoga pose. So when you're ready, you're going to bend that right knee over the right foot. We just had to warm the body up first, and then we're going to bring it back. And we're going to bring it back in. And again. Now the next time we come in, we're going to pause. I want you to peek down. Notice if your knee's over top of your ankle. If it is beyond, please bring it back or adjust your foot. Good. Pressing into both feet, we're going to bring the arms up to shoulder level. And then if you want, go ahead and look towards your right hand. Nice deep breath. If you find it difficult to stay stationary, you can come in and out of this pose and breathe. Or you can just hang out here for a breath or two. Now we're going to lower that right hand to the right leg. We're going to bring the left arm up towards that side. Legs stay as they are if you're able to. And we're going to come into side warrior. Nice deep breath. Opening it up, pressing into that left foot. Again, I haven't reminded you to smile in a while, so let's bring a smile in. And it can be a grumpy one. I tell my classes this all the time. As long as the corners of your mouth are upturned, that's all I care about. That's okay. Creates all these beautiful feel-good hormones in your body. So reaching into that left hand, we're going to reach up, come back up to center, and feet come forward or out to the side. Let your body relax. Move it around. Adjust your feet however they need to adjust. All right, so you're going to turn your right foot towards me now, and we're going to turn the left foot to the left side. Hands wherever you want them to be. Mine will be on my hips, and I'm going to bend that left knee towards the left foot and bring it back up. And again, I'm easing it. I'm giving the body a preview of where I want to take it and opening it up so I can sustain the pose. Next time I come in, I'm going to pause, check out your knee. Right over top of that ankle, adjust if you need to. When that feels right, arms can come up, reach through those fingertips. You can look towards me and smile because you really love this pose, I can tell. Or you can look to the left And breathe. And every once in a while, I know I will check my shoulders because I have a tendency to drop my back shoulder. So if I want them to be in line with each other, I may just check that. One more breath. Let it go. Now we're going to release the left hand down. We're going to bring the right arm up by the right ear, and we're going to come over to side bend. So whatever your side bend looks like, adjust that lower arm, adjust the upper arm. Some of you may not even have any weight there. You might all have all your weight there. Press into that right foot. That will help. Nice deep breath. Let it go. And we're going to reach to the right hand. We're going to bring it up. Feet come forward, and when you're ready, take your time, either stepping in or walking the feet in. You decide. And then shake it out. Roll the shoulders. Shake your bottom out. Good. Now you're ready. We're going to bring our feet to the ground. And I want you to take a moment, wherever you are, whatever space you're in, and we're going to do some balancing. I'm letting you know ahead of time. In case you're like me and sometimes your balance is off, maybe you need to be near a wall, or maybe you need to have your hand on a chair that is sturdy. So just keep that in mind. And then also you want to find something very interesting to look at. Now, of course, during this recording, you're going to be looking at me, but let me tell you, if my balance is off, your balance will be off too. So it's better if you can find something in the room to focus on, maybe something that you really like. So hands can come to your heart center, or for some of you, I know balancing arms are better out around you. So wherever you need them to be. Mine will be starting out at heart center. We're going to press into both feet. Feel that stability that we started off with in standing. Now, you're going to anchor in that left foot. You're going to pick up the heel of the right foot. We're going into tree pose now. So you can either stay right here, because for some of you, this is enough. You're balancing already. If it feels okay, you can take your tree into other variations of this pose. You can bring that right heel to the left ankle and hang out right here. Or you can slide it up your leg to below the knee. Or you can take it higher onto your thigh. That's entirely up to you. And you're just going to breathe, smile. And one of my favorites is to extend my branches. Now, we just happen to be having a windy day outside today, so you can add some wind if you want. And notice how that is. Some of you are going to already be swaying, and that's okay too. But take a few moments to just breathe and be your tree. One more breath. And we're going to let the arms release. You're going to let that leg release, and you're going to move it around in between. And pat yourself on the back for whatever your tree looked like today, even if it was touching down several times. So we're going to do the other side. Hands wherever you'd like them to be. We're going to anchor in that right foot. You're going to pick up the heel of the left. So again, take your tree where your tree needs to be. Same variations. Heel at the ankle, take it up the leg. You can take it up to the thigh. Again, wherever you'd like it to be. Arms in whatever position makes sense to you. And breathe. See if, even though you're moving, if you can find some stillness in this pose. As you breathe, smile and root yourself. One more breath. You've got this. Okay, one more after that. Now, take a nice deep breath, let it go, and move it around, shake it out. Notice how that feels. So it's time we're going to start to move ourselves down onto our mats. We're going to do a few other things. Now, here in the studio, I have some blankets nearby and some blocks and some other things. So whatever it is that you need to be comfortable, you may want to have blankets and things underneath yourselves, for underneath your knees, and that to add a little more padding. That's entirely up to you. So I just kind of put that out there for you. Again, it's part of your self-care during this. So we're anchoring in with those feet. We're going to inhale, arms up. We're going to reach all the way up, hands together. And this time we're going to let those hands come down through the center line of the body. When you get to the belly, bend the knees. You're going to separate the palms and you're just going to follow the legs all the way down. Pausing with knees bent and forward fold. Let the head relax. Let the neck relax. Feel that. And then we're going to use our hands to reach for the ground, and you're going to come on to hands and knees. Turning on to your mat or wherever you are, because maybe you're already there. Maybe you're not using a mat, and that's okay. You don't need fancy props to do yoga. You can just do it wherever you are. Nice deep breath. Let it go. And we're just going to move the hips a little from side to side. Feel that stretch. You can go a lot if you want to. You can move shoulders, whatever it is your body needs. And then coming back to center, we're going to go into a little down dog today. So we're going to tuck the toes. You're going to press into the hands, spread those fingers, and we're going to lift the hips up towards the sky, coming into an inverted V. So here we are. Make any adjustments. And for some of you, you have tight backs and maybe tight legs. You might have to bend your knees. But we are going to walk our dog around the neighborhood. You're going to bend your right knee and straighten your left leg. And then you're going to switch it. And you're just going to go side to side. And just notice how that feels. Stretching out. We're stretching out the long muscles of the body. And one more time on each side. Maybe hold it for a breath. And then when you're ready, releasing heels towards the ground, pressing into hands, pressing into heels. Nice deep breath. Letting it go. And then when you're ready, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to round the back and we're going to come down onto hands and knees again. And nice deep breath. Notice how good that feels. So while we're here, let's go ahead and stretch out the back some more. We're going to do cat-cow. So we're going to arch the back up towards the sky. Tail comes down, chin comes down. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction, dropping the belly, head and tail come up. And again, adjust this in any way that feels best to you as you continue to flow. And while you do this, big smile on your face because it feels good. Not only that, but we've just got a few more things that we'll be doing before we go into relaxation today. So if nothing else makes you smile, maybe that will. So nice deep breath. Let it go. And then we're going to separate the knees out to the sides. And we're going to come into child's pose. So you're going to start to bring your bottom back towards your heels, chest coming towards the ground. And then if you're able to, head comes down onto the ground, or perhaps you need to prop yourself a little bit, and that's okay. And just taking a few moments to rest here in child, letting the body relax, letting it release, letting your circuits reset. And then inhaling, exhaling, we're going to press back into the hands, coming back up to your tabletop, adjusting your body. And then we're going to bring the hands forward one hand length, and then putting some weight there. We're going to gently roll down onto your belly. And keep in mind, I know I'm doing all of these little flow poses, one into the other. Make adjustments as you need to. That's okay. So maybe putting weight on that way is just not the best thing for you, and that's okay. So take a moment to just rest here. Find a relaxing spot. And if you're done listening to me, you can just take a little nap. Sometimes my people in class will do that. They just go into their own shavasana. Notice your breath in your belly, in the sides, and your back. Just feel your body relaxing even more. Now we're going to take that right arm, we're going to bring it up next to the right ear, and you're going to roll on to your right side. And adjusting, finding just the right spot, just like Goldilocks.
Settling into her bed or the chairs or finding just the right porridge. See if you can do that. Now we're going to pick up that top leg. You're going to take the top arm and you're going to reach back for that foot, ankle, or maybe the pant leg. Or if you're not able to reach, that's okay. Just imagine you're reaching. And for some of you, you're going to feel a stretch right here. Others may want to press the foot into the hand, arch the back a bit more. Very slowly though. Everything is slow and mindful. Couple breaths, easing into it. One more breath. And then we're going to release that leg down. Let the body pause. All right. Taking that top hand, we're going to bring it down to the ground. You're going to take that one that's underneath and bring it out in front of you or towards me. We're going to move into a twist. Notice my knees are bent. We're going to keep them there as much as we can. And then I'm going to start to move my chest up towards the sky. Arms come out to the sides. So if you need to make any adjustments with your spine, your arms, palms can be down, palms can be up. And if you like to, the head can turn away from me. You can turn it so that it's facing the sky or looking over the opposite shoulder. And just let the body relax. Maybe closing your eyes as we're starting to wind down and preparing the body for Shavasana. And one more breath. Let it go. And you're ever so slowly going to come back onto that right side. Another breath. We're going to take a moment to just press into those hands. We're going to walk it up, or you're welcome to stay on your back if you like. I'm going to bring feet forward and now over to my other side so that I can lower down ever so slowly onto that other side. Again, if you want to stay on your back, you can. Settling in and snuggling it. Now we're going to pick up that top leg. You're going to reach for the foot, ankle, pant leg. Once again, just noticing how that stretch feels for you. Breathing into it. Maybe eyes closed or eyes open. One more breath. Releasing that leg down. And pausing. So once again, we're going to twist. We're going to keep the knees bent. And you're going to take that top hand, bring it down to the ground. The arm underneath you comes towards me, and we're going to ever so slowly let the chest unfold, coming into a twist. Yet again, make any adjustments, arms, legs, wherever you need them to be. Allow the stretch to be your own. And you can look towards me, head can look up towards the sky, or you can look away from me. You decide. Maybe eyes closed for a moment. Resting and relaxing. And then one more breath, letting it go. And then just gently moving on to your back. Knees are bent. And then this is where you take a moment to just stretch and move and breathe any way you need to. Or if you're done doing all of that, you can move right into your Shavasana. So I know for some of you, maybe you need to stretch the knees or stretch other things. Or just that one last stretch, that one last move. Maybe moving head side to side, hips side to side. And then from here, slowing it down, arms wherever you want them to be, maybe relaxing the legs or placing something underneath the knees or the body. And gently coming into your position for relaxation, Shavasana. Breathe a nice deep breath. Let it go. And just gently move your body into a comfortable position, resting on your back, your side, or maybe even seated. Still breathing, allowing the body to relax. Relaxing the head, the eyes, the cheeks, and the mouth. Relaxing the ears, the neck, and the shoulders. Relaxing the chest and the belly. Relaxing the arms, hands, and the fingers. Relaxing your spine, shoulder blades, the midline of your back and your lower back. Relaxing your hips and your buttocks. Relaxing your legs, your thighs, your knees, your shins, and your calves. Relaxing your ankles, your feet, and your toes, one by one. And with each breath, just allowing your body to relax a little bit more. Allowing it to release. And feeling that deep sense of peacefulness from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip. Every cell of your body. And on your next inhale, breathe a deep breath. And just ever so slowly and gently start to bring yourselves back. Gentle stretches and movements, gentle breathing. As you allow yourself to emerge from a deep relaxation. Rolling onto one side, letting the body release. And then when you're ready, using your hands to gently move yourselves back up to seated. Or just reawakening if you're already seated. So when you're ready, breathe a deep breath, let it go, and just slowly and gently bring your hands together at your heart center. Notice how you feel. So another deep breath, let it go, and let me thank you for practicing your yoga with me today. It has been an honor and a pleasure. Namaste.